Good. So this week we're doing the arms and the face. So the face is really, really good for any babies that are teething. Also really, really good for any little babies that have any nasal congestion. So they say babies can get up to about 7 colds in the first year, and that just helps build up their immune system. So I'm going to show you some little things that you can do with them just to clear their wee sinuses, to clear those wee snuffles, which are really good. And then some little massage as well, which is really good for teething. And then also the nice thing is that you can do this on yourself. So it's really nice just to help you relax too. So you can do all this on yourself, especially if you're breastfeeding, you get a cold, you can't use any decongestions. So you can like steam your face, give yourself a nice massage, use some like obus oil. So it's not just for baby, it's also for you. So nurturing yourself as well as baby, which is so important. You're teaching your baby as well how to care for yourself, and you know they learn from you, so it's really important. And then the arms, we have lymph nodes under our arms. So by massaging underneath the arms, we're stimulating the lymphatic system. Their fingers, by massaging their little fingers, according to reflexology, is really good for teething as well. So it's not just about bonding, relaxing. That's why I love baby massage. There's so many benefits, and all these benefits will just last a lifetime. So you've got that beautiful foundation of making your baby feel secure and loved and safe, and that'll just last. That'll just have a rippling effect that'll last a lifetime. So it's really, really precious. So let's start with ourselves, just to get ourselves nice and grounded. You can either have your baby just lying onto the floor with a wee toy or something they can hold, or if you can, or if you'd like to, you can have them sitting up, okay? So it's really, really up to yourself. Get yourself a cushion, mums. So just sitting on a nice cushion, and then just really elongate the spine. So it just really helps prop you up as well. So sitting on a nice cushion, roll the shoulders back and down, away from the ears, okay? So you can either pop your hand on your baby's tummy and just observe the rise and the fall of their tummy. Or if they're sitting up, just let go as well. So if you can, you can even rock from side to side. Babies generally love. So just breathe, and that's all you need to do. So just being here now and just breathing. So forgetting about what's happened before class or what you have to do after, and just be here now in this moment with your gorgeous little baby. So inhale through the nose and slowly exhale out through the mouth. Long, deep, relaxing breaths, letting go of any tension or any stress. Big, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Just make sure that exhale is twice as long as the inhale. So inhale for 3. Slowly exhale out for 6. Let it all go. Big deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, let go. Beautiful. So let's do some lovely, lovely shoulder rolls. So just bringing your shoulders all the way up to your ears and exhale all the way down. Big deep breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Audible sigh if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Let all that tension go. And then the opposite way. So shoulders all the way up to the ears. And exhale. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Slow it all down. Inhale. And exhale. Let it all go. So we're going to do some big shoulders. So bring your right ear down to your right shoulder and just a lovely big roll all the way around. Listen up any aches and pains that you might have, and focus in on any little sweet spots. Beautiful. And then the opposite way. Just focusing on your breath. Beautiful. So I'm going to pop my little baby down on the cushion. And we're going to sing our lovely Mr. Sunshine. So a lovely little welcome song to class. There we go. Put my little baby down. So we're going to do some big stretches as well while we're doing this. Hello, babies. So just checking in with those gorgeous babies. And we're going to lift our hands all the way to the sky. Big stretch. And then we're just going to wave our hands if we're babies. And we're going to go, good morning, good morning. It's so good to have you here with me today. Good morning, good morning. And then a big stretch all the way down the body. Just introducing that positive touch all the way down the feet. Beautiful. Good morning, good morning. It's so good to have you here with me today. Good morning, good morning. Hip, 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 hooray. And then a lovely big stroke all the way down. You can give those little legs a little bicycle. There we go, bicycle legs. Beautiful. And then let's sing our Mr. Sunshine as well. So big stretch all the way up, really looking after your back. Elongate the spine. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, hiding behind a tree. Hey! These little babies are asking me to please come out so he can play with you. Big stretch. Mr. Sun, Sun, Mr. Golden Sun, please shine down on me. Beautiful. All the way down to those gorgeous little toes. And let's do some little bicycle legs. Relax, baby. Relax. Gorgeous. So let's get started with our massage. So just make sure that you're always beside you. And then just undressing your little baby. So if you're in your house and it's nice and warm, you can undress them down to their wee nappies. There we go. Chatting to your baby. Hello, how are you today? Making some beautiful eye contact with them. There we are. Perfect. So a couple of different options whenever you're massaging the wee arms. So you can do it sitting up or you can do it lying down. Again, babies from about 4 months old usually like something to hold, so you can give them something to hold to play with. Just a wee tip as well, that babies are used to getting their wee legs touched because whenever you're changing them, you're constantly lifting up their wee legs. With their wee arms, they have a natural instinct to protect their vital organs, which is brilliant. So go really gentle with the arms. Try not just to pull their wee arms away. If they're chewing on something, usually their wee fists are in their mouth, try not to pull their fists out of their mouth. You're just working around them. If you haven't realized already, your baby's the boss, okay? My babies are still the boss of me. So you work around them, following their cues. So never pull their wee hand away. You're just working around them. And again, if your baby's not enjoying it, just come back at another time, okay? And as I said, they're very similar to the legs, so we'll just go with the flow. I'm going to do my wee baby sitting up just so you can all see me a little bit better. And I'll come a little bit closer, but you can do it lying down, okay? So we're going to wave our hands over our little babies, and we're always going to ask permission. So from about 4 months old, babies can actually anticipate what's going to happen next. I'll just admit somebody in here. Here we go. Sorry, Jared, I hope you weren't waiting long. I've just noticed you coming on. So there we go. So always asking their permission. So we're going to go, can mommy give you a wonderful massage? And following their cues. So if baby's making eye contact with you, that's good to go. But if they're kind of looking away, they're arching their back, that's maybe a sign that come back to a later time, okay? So you're really getting to know your body. Whenever you become a mum, there's things that actually change in your brain and you become better at reading body language, and that's just due to nature. So even you're better at reading other people's body language as well, which I think is absolutely amazing. So we're going to start. So again, if they're wee hands in their mouth, you're just working around them, okay? So we're going to start with our lovely massage. So your whole hands, you get all that oxytocin going. So all the way up and all the way down. So talking to those gorgeous big eyes, that beautiful baby, all the way up and all the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up and all the way down. One more time. Big love on the effleurage. All the way up and all the way down. Beautiful. So the next little move we're going to do is our Indian milking. So the same as the legs, our hands in a C shape, and we're just gliding down those gorgeous arms. We're not squeezing. So holding baby's little wrist with your thumb and your first finger, and then coming all the way down your Indian milking. That's it, beautiful. So you're getting all that good circulation from the heart down to those gorgeous little hands. You're stimulating the lymphatic system, which helps fight off any colds or any infections. You're also soothing all the nerves as well. So there's so many benefits from you massaging your little one today. Beautiful. And then we're going to do jelly on a plate. So our hands either side, just nice and gently. We're going to tone those little arms. And then just whatever way your baby is, if you're facing them, just big, big smiles. Or maybe they're sitting up having a wee nosy, looking at their daddies maybe, who knows. So you're going to go, jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Oh, wobbly, 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 jelly on a plate. Well done. And one more time just for fun. Jelly on a plate, jelly on a plate. Oh, wobbly, 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 jelly on a plate. Well done. And then let's go into our patty cake, patty cake. So our hands in a C shape, we're just gliding down, we're not squeezing. And again, if you're with your wee baby, look into your eyes if they're lying flat. Patty cake, patty cake. Baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pin it and prick it and mark it with a B. And put it in the oven for baby and me. Well done. Checking in with your little one. Tell them that you love them. And the next little one we're going to do is those gorgeous little palms. I don't know if anyone started watching In the Night Garden, but this just totally reminds me of In the Night Garden. So we're going round and round the garden like a teddy bear. A one step, a two step, and a tickly under there. Big kisses and cuddles and I love yous, which is the most important thing. And then onto those gorgeous little fingers, okay? So again, they're really, really good if your baby's teething or has any nasal congestion, because it reflects the same reflexology points in the feet, okay? So what we're doing, we're going to get our thumb and we're going to do lovely little circles. And babies love big high-pitched tones, so we're going to go rolling, 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 and a big bang, as high as you can get that note, like nobody's watching, okay? Rolling, 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 other one. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Baby finger. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Well done. And also massaging their wee fingers is really good for their wee fine motor skills. So it helps them learn how to hold things and pick things up, which is amazing. So we're working on those little fingers, okay? And then what we're going to do now is going on to the little wrists. So really good when they start to crawl. It really helps strengthen the joints. So lovely little circles, brings all that good nutrients to the joint. Lovely little circles all the way around. And then let's finish with a big effleurage. All the way up and all the way down. Well done. All the way up and all the way down. One more time. All the way up and all the way down, and just gliding off again. Beautiful. Give your baby a big kiss. So we're going to do the other arm, but this time I'm going to do it lying down just to give you a different view as well. So just to help you see different angles and different ways that you can massage them. There we go. My little baby. There we go. Okay. So whatever position your baby's on, and you can move them around as well the whole time. So don't think you have to have them in one position either. Okay. So we're going to go all the way up and all the way down. Well done. Just up a wee bit more. There we go. That's a bit better. So we're going to go all the way up and all the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up and all the way down. So again, if their wee hands are in their mouth, you're just working around them. You're not pulling their wee hands away from them. Or you might want to give them something to hold as well. But always chatting to them, always communicating with your little baby. And then we're going to do our Indian milking. So our hands in a C shape. We're just gliding down. And then just having a wee feel of the wee hands. Does your wee baby have cold hands? They have sweaty hands? Just getting to know them as well. Tuning into them. There we go. And then we're going to do our jelly on the plate, which is my favourite. So we're looking into those big, gorgeous eyes, taking your time. Jelly on a plate. Jelly on a plate. A wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly. Jelly on a plate. One more time. Jelly on a plate. Jelly on a plate. A wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly. Jelly on a plate. Well done. And then let's go into our patty cake, patty cake. So patty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pin it and prick it and mark it with a B. And put it in the oven for baby and me. Well done. And then let's go into those gorgeous little pans. Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. A one step, a two step, and a tickly under there. And if you can, give your baby a good snuggles, and I love you. There we go. And then let's go into those gorgeous little fingers. So we're going to do our lovely little finger rolls, so lovely little circles, and then we pinches at the end. And let's do as loud as we can our big massive pings the babies love. Running, running, running. That's it. Running, running, running. Running, running, running. Running, running, running. Baby finger. Running, running, running. Gorgeous. Baby's hands are just amazing how they just curl themselves around yours. And even my little Molly's and Finley's hands, when I just look at them and they're so tiny and so gorgeous. So just having a wee look at how small those little hands are, and how beautiful they are. And then lovely little circles around the wrists. Well done. Strengthen that joint. And then big after eyes, so all the way up and all the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up and all the way down. Well done. One more time. All the way up and all the way down. And gliding off at the end. Beautiful. So you can clap those little hands together if you like. Well done, babies. Well done. Yay! So let's go on to those little faces. So I'm going to show you a massage that you can do on yourself, and then you can adapt it to your baby as well, okay? So I'm going to show you first what to do on myself, and then we'll do it on our little babies. Helps you learn where all your lymph nodes are, so it makes it a wee bit easier for you to do it on baby, and you get the benefit from it. So just wherever your baby are, if they're happy enough, you just let them have a wee lie down. You can give them something to hold. They'll probably have a wee nosy and see what you're up to. So what we need to remember is our hands are very big compared to little babies' faces. So whenever we're massaging our little babies, we're just using our fingertips, okay? We're going nice and slow, nice and gentle, but when we're doing it on ourselves, we can use our whole palm, so we're really getting all that nutrients to all the muscles and everything like that. So first of all, what we're going to do is use your whole palm, and we're just going to stroke our foreheads. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. So if you do it on yourself, you can feel how gorgeous, how relaxing that is. And when my little ones are really small, and even now if they're finding it a wee bit hard to get over, I always just stroke their forehead and their wee eyes just roll, their wee eyes get heavy. So it's really, really lovely, really comforting, someone doing that. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use our ring finger. The reason we use our ring finger is because it has the lightest pressure. And we're going to go along the brow bone. So 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So if you have sore sinuses or sore, you know, any nasal congestion, you get really sore eyes and really sore nose. So this is really lovely. It just really relaxes all the muscles. And we're going to go underneath the eyes for a limp. So 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. So let's work our sinuses. Okay, so really good for any nasal congestion, blocked up noses. We use our ring finger. We're going to come down our nose, and then you're just working underneath the cheekbones. And you're going to go behind the ears where you have lymph nodes, and you're just pushing it to behind the ears. There we go. So all the way underneath the cheeks, behind the ears. Beautiful. So in case you don't know, my background is I used to work in spas. So I used to work on cruise ships. I worked in the Merchant, I worked in the Claudin. So this is basically one of the massages that we used to do on our clients. And we're just working all underneath here, underneath the lymph. There we go. And then lovely circles on the cheeks. So babies do quite a lot of crying. If you haven't noticed, they do lots of sucking. So their wee cheekbones can get quite tense. So we're just going to release any tension in the cheeks. And then let's just go along the mouth. So lovely little circles along here. Really good for any little babies that are teething. And then underneath as well. Well done. So for us mums, this is good for getting any lines away as well. And then let's go behind the ears. So we've got all that lymph, so we've got all that congestion behind the ears. So we're going to bring it to a big lymph node, which is underneath our arms. Okay, so it's almost like a little motorbike motion. So you're just coming down nice and gentle. The lymph nodes are just nearly at the surface. And then all the way down to our lymph node, which is underneath our armpits. So just one more time. There we go. So already you can feel how lovely that feels. And if you can, your homework is just to give yourself a nice cleanse. You can exfoliate yourself and then just use some oil, give yourself a nice face massage. And then if you have a mask at home or some moisturizer, and it's not about what you look like or the results, it's just about feeling good and just taking a little bit of time to yourself. Okay, so really try and remember that. So all those little techniques that we've done on ourselves, we're going to use on our baby as well. So this is good. So if your baby has a cold, any nasal congestion, you can run the shower. So all that steam from the shower is going to loosen up all that nasal congestion. And then you can do that while, like even if your wee baby's like on the couple of towels on the floor and the shower's running, that steam will help loosen everything up. Or you can do it sitting up if your wee baby's a bit nosy as well. Couple of little tips as well. I make it sound really relaxing and things, but I know your little baby will not be like that. I have kids, your little baby will be so nosy and be thinking, what is going on? So they'll be trying to eat your hand, they'll be pulling at your hair, they'll be super inquisitive, okay? So make it as fun and as upbeat with your little one as you can. And even when it comes to the wee strokes at night time, that's a wee bit different, okay? You can do it nice and calm in them, but make it as fun as you can, okay? So I'm going to have my little baby sitting up, just so you can see better, but you can have your little baby lying down to whatever your little baby prefers, okay? You can even have them. So if your little baby has a cold or is unwell, they will literally be clung to you like those little monkeys you see, and they will not let you put them down. So you can even do this with one hand when they're curled up beside you, and you can have a wee rock as well. So lots of different ways to massage them, okay? So the first of all we're going to do is we're going to massage their little scalps. Just be really, really gentle because their wee skulls are still forming, so really gentle. And just stroking through the hair if they have any. And then we're going to do lovely little circles. Really gentle. And then we're going to add in a little rhyme. Fuzzy, Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy, Wuzzy had no hair. So fuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Well done. So lovely little circles. And then we're going to go along the forehead. So, oh my goodness, this is just making me melt already. I can just see my little babies lying there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. And there's actually an acupressure point down here. So if you just stroke down here, if your baby's just in the right, you know, they're a wee bit ready to go over, and just stroking down here, you will actually see their wee eyes roll into the back of the head, and they'll find it really, really hard to keep their eyes open. So you can do those lovely little sleepy strokes down. Beautiful. And then we're going to use our ring finger because it's the lightest pressure. So you can do one at a time because your baby's going to be looking around, having a wee nosy. 2, 3. Other side. 1, 2, 3. And then underneath. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. To those temples. And then let's go down the nose and underneath. Let's work those sinuses. So lovely little circles if you can. So just underneath the cheekbone where you did it on yourself. So mums, I want to just let you know as well that babies might think this is a nipple. So they might need fed if you're just going below their cheeks. I remember when I was trying to feed Finn, it was like nose to nipple. It was just, oh, it just totally reminds me of this. Makes them a wee bit hungry. So behind the ears, that lymph node is, and then the other side. 1, 2, 3. Gorgeous. And then let's massage those little cheeks. So all that tension from crying, from sucking, relax in the cheeks. But again, they might need a wee feed. Beautiful. And then your ring finger. So you can do this with your hands. So if you have, you don't have to do it now, but if you go and clean your hands at another time, you can actually go into the wee gums and cause a wee bit of friction. And how it works is it distracts the brain from the pain, is basically what you're doing. So you're just going to do lovely little circles along the cheeks. So really, really good for teething. And then underneath as well. Beautiful. There we go. So we've got all this congestion behind the ears. So what we want to do now is we want to move it to those big lymph nodes which are underneath the arms. So again, like those lovely little motorbike motions. And then just coming down. So really gently, just coming down. And then just lifting one arm up. And then you're just going to do lovely little strokes. 1, 2, 3. And that just stimulates the lymphatic system. And then the other side. 1, 2, 3. So just gives their lymph node a nice boost. Perfect. Gorgeous. And then let's make it a little bit more fun. Again, if your baby's had enough, that's totally fine. Just cuddle them, change them, let them have a wee sleep. That's totally fine. Just going to show you a couple of different things that you can do at home just to make it a bit more fun. So the wee babies that are older generally like to be a bit more upbeat. So with your ring finger, we're going to go 2 little eyes to look around. Those lovely little ears. 2 little ears to hear each sound. A beautiful button nose. 1 little nose to smell what's sweet along the sinuses. And 1 little mouth for something nice to eat. So we're doing it all together. We're doing all the moves, but just in a different way and a wee bit quicker. So we're going to go 2 little eyes to look around. 2 little ears to hear each sound. Ring finger. 1 little nose to smell what's sweet. And 1 little mouth for something nice to eat. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky chin, cheeky, cheeky chin, nose, eye. Eyes, nose, cheeky, cheeky, chin, cheeky, cheeky, chin, nose, eye. Perfect. And then give your baby a big snuggle. Say, I love you. Gorgeous. So moms, we're going to go and do the legs again. So very, very similar to the arms. Just so you remember, if your baby's had enough, it's totally fine. Generally in class, the moms dip in and dip out. So one will maybe be feeding or one will be changing a nappy, and then when they finish changing, they'll dip in and dip out again. So don't feel like you have to do the full thing, okay? So I'm going to take my little baby's trousers off if yours aren't already. So pop in some oil onto your hands, nice and toasty warm. And again, if your baby's sitting up already and they're happy, you can do this sitting up. But I'm going to have my little baby lying down, okay? So just checking in with your little ones, see if they're happy enough, reading their beautiful little cues to see if they're okay for you to continue. Beautiful. There we go. And then warming up your hands, because there's nothing worse than cold hands on a lovely, lovely warm skin. And we're just going to start. Hello. Now we're going to massage the legs. Now I think we're going to massage those gorgeous legs. And then hold some baby's little ankle. We're going to use our whole hand, get all that big effort and all the way down. All the way up. And all the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up. And all the way down. One more time. All the way up. And all the way down. Gliding up at the end. So our hands in a C shape. Bringing all that good blood from the heart to those gorgeous little feet. Inside, stimulate the lymphatic system, soothe all the nerves, release oxytocin, which is a happy hormone. And then let's tone those gorgeous little thighs. Jelly on a pit, jelly on a pit. A wobbly, 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 jelly on a pit. And one more time. Jelly on a pit, jelly on a pit. A wobbly, 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 jelly on a pit. Well done. And then let's go into those gorgeous little soles of the feet. So we're working on all the reflexology points and we're soothing all the nerves. So alternating strokes. Big, deep breath for mom. So inhale through the nose fully. Exhale. Audible sigh if you must. Big, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Big, deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let it all go. And then let's just work on the sole of the foot. So with your thumb from the heel, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. That lovely little arch here. So really good for the redigestive system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then just below the big toe. So this is our focus today, which is nasal congestion and teething. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. And then let's go on to those gorgeous little toes. So with your thumb, lovely little circles. This little piggy went to market, and this little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef, and this little piggy had none. And this little piggy went wee all the way home. And if you can, tell your baby how much you love them and how important they are to you. Gorgeous. And then just this lovely little arch. So with your thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. And then lovely little pressure. So you're working the whole body by working all these little reflexology points in the foot, soothing all the nerves. Gorgeous. And then lovely alternate strokes. So with your thumb, alternate strokes from the heel all the way up. Big deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let go of all that tension. Inhale. Exhale. Release. One more time. Big deep breath. Inhale. And exhale. Let it all go. Let it all out. And then let's work on this lovely little ankle. So lovely little circles all around the ankle. Get all that nutrients to the joint. And then big lovely stretch. So all the way up. All the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up. All the way down. So feel those gorgeous little soft thighs. Might have little bits of cellulite, all those little rolls. Oh, gorgeous. And then all the way down. Beautiful. And then just glide off the end. Well done. Check it in with your baby, seeing how they are. And then we're going to hold the other little ankle. And then let's do big lovely first. So all the way up. And all the way down. Gorgeous. All the way up. And all the way down. Beautiful. All the way up and all the way down. Gorgeous. So our hands in a C shape. We're just going to glide down. We're not going to squeeze. We're doing Indian milking. So we're stimulating the lymphatic system. Beautiful. And I read recently in Bali that they don't let their babies' feet. I thought this was so lovely. They don't let their feet touch the earth for 4 months because they believe that they're angels sent down from heaven. And then at 4 months, they have a big ceremony for them to celebrate. And then their feet are allowed to touch the earth. I thought that was so beautiful. I love learning how other cultures bring up their babies and just taking little snippets from it and then just using it in my own family. I think it's so, so lovely. So lovely alternating strokes all the way down. And then let's tone those gorgeous little legs. So, jelly on a plate. Jelly on a plate. Oh, wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly, jelly on a plate. And then one more time. Jelly on a plate. Jelly on a plate. Oh, wibbly, wobbly, wibbly, wobbly, jelly on a plate. And then our hands in a C shape. We're just gliding down. We're not squeezing. Patty cake. Patty cake. Baker's man, bake me a cake as fast as you can. Pin it and prick it and mark it with a B. And put it in the oven for baby and me. Gorgeous. And then let's move on to those gorgeous little soles. So there's over 7,200 nerve endings and these little fingers. So you're working the whole area here of the foot. So really alternating strokes, working all those little nerve endings. Big deep breath from mum. Inhale. Exhale. Oh, let it all go. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale. And release. Gorgeous. This beautiful little heel area represents the pelvis. So we're going to press in for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. And this lovely little arch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just below the big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Gorgeous. And then let's work on those beautiful little tiny toes. So with your hip. This little piggy went to market. And this little piggy stayed at home. This little piggy had roast beef. And this little piggy had none, baby Joe. And this little piggy went all the way home. And if you can, give them big cuddles and big I love yous. Gorgeous. And then we're just going to go onto that lovely little sole here. So just in the center, we're just going to work their redigestive system. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Beautiful. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gorgeous. And then lovely little pressures all over the sole, working all those little reflexology points. Beautiful. And then lovely alternating strokes. So with your thumb all the way up, and if you can, please take this time to do a big deep breath. So you're calming down your parasympathetic nervous system. Really helps you relax, let go of any tension or stress. So inhale. Exhale, release. Let it all go. Inhale. Big full breath. Exhale, release. Let it all go. One more time. Inhale. Audible sigh. If you wish, you can even let a big yawn. Move your jaw from side to side. Relaxes the whole body. Well done. And then let's work on this lovely little ankle. So with your thumb, lovely little circles. Releasing any tension. Beautiful. And then all the way up. Hello, baby. All the way down. All the way up. And all the way down. Gorgeous. One more time. Like lovely fresh. All the way up. And all the way down. And gliding off the ends. Beautiful. Well done. So let's do a little bit of baby yoga with your little one. If they've had enough, it's totally fine. There's no, there's no right or wrong time to do it. It's just whenever your little baby's ready. So let's do one of my absolute favorites. This is so gorgeous. So we're going to open up those little arms. So if you can, place your hands just in their palms. There's nothing more beautiful than that. Just your little baby holding you. So we're going to open, and then we're going to close them, and then we're going to do little punches. Okay. I close them. Love little punches. Well done. I love little punches. And 2 more times. Babies love repetition. So the more you do things, the more they know what's coming next. And like us all, the more they're happier. We all like a bit of routine, don't we? I love me. I love me. Gorgeous. And then let's do our north, south, east, and west. So this is beautiful. North, south, east, and west. You're the baby I love best. Well done. So let's do a couple more times. North, south, east, and west. You're the baby I love best. Well done. And one more time. North, south, east, and west. You're the baby I love best. And big cuddles, and I love you. What's more special than that? And then let's do our wind the bobbin up. So I'm going to do this little one sitting up, just so you can see. But again, you can do it lying down, but babies might be a little bit more inquisitive as the time goes on. So we're just going to roll our wee hands. We're going to go wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Wind it back again, wind it back again, pull, pull, clap, clap, clap. Point to the ceiling, point to the floor, point to the window and point to the door. Clap your hands together, 1, 2, 3, and place your hands upon your knee. Well done on big cuddles and kisses. Gorgeous. And then we're going to do a little one hand, 2 hands. So they say this is really good for little babies that have reflux because it helps keep the milk down. So it's worth a try. 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4. I love you for forever and more. 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4. I love you for forever and more. So we'll try one more time. 1 hand, 2 hands, 3 hands, 4. I love you for forever and more. And then just wrap your arms around them, give them a big snuggle. Perfect. So I'm just going to finish off with our Grand Old Duke of York, because I always like to add a little bit of yoga for their wee digestive system, because it's just so important, because their wee digestive system is still quite immature. So I'm going to have my little baby just lying down, and we're just going to do a couple more on their wee tummy, and then we'll give them a big snuggles and lots of kisses, okay? So we're going to pop the little knees up and down. Are you ready? The Grand Old Duke of York, he had 10,000 men. He marched them up to the top of the hill, and he marched them down again. And when they were up, they were up. And when they were down, they were down. And when they were only halfway up, they were neither up nor down. And then lovely big circles for their wee digestive system. Beautiful. And then let's do just full big circles all the way around. Round and round the tummy we go. Not too fast and not too slow. Round and round the tummy we go. Not too fast and not too slow. Beautiful. And then just pick your baby up, give them a big snuggle. And we're just going to end with some big abdominal breathing, just like we did at the start. Okay, so you can have your little baby, you can feed at this stage, or you can sway from side to side. You can do your tiger in a tree if you can remember that from last week. Beautiful. But wherever you are, I want you, if you can, just to get into a nice comfortable position. You can even lie down with your little baby at this stage, and you can feed them or whatever you need to do. And I want you just to close your eyes. So all you need to do is just close your eyes. And then just tune into your little baby, those gorgeous little babies. So let's take inspiration from our babies. So babies, don't worry about what's happened before or what's going to happen afterwards. They just are in the now. So let's be inspired by our gorgeous, gorgeous little babies who we learn so much from and can really make you see the world in a whole new light. So a baby just brings in so much love and so much joy. So let's be inspired by them. So big deep breath, inhale, and slowly exhale, release. Oh, let it all go. Big deep breath, inhale, and exhale, release. Oh. Inhale through the nose for 4. Exhale out for 8. Beautiful. Inhale for 4. And exhale out for 8. I am the perfect parent for my baby. I am the perfect parent for my baby. I am the perfect parent for my baby. And a big deep breath, let that sink into every bone and every fiber in your body. Beautiful. And then very slowly, just come back into the present. So just recognize there might be some sounds in the room. The sound of my voice. Maybe your baby's having a little chat, or they're crying, or your dog's barking, or your cat's meowing. Just bring in your attention to any sounds in the room. And then just bring attention to the earth beneath you. Wherever you are, I want you just to feel supported. Feel supported by Mother Earth. Just feel supported. And just let all the muscles and all the bones just melt into the earth and really ground yourself here now. So thank you so much, Mum. So we've come to the end of our practice for our arms and our face. So I hope you get to take some inspiration from it, and you can choose whatever you like and just adapt it to you and your little baby. I'm going to just press stop and finish our recording. And then if you guys